Hey guys, what's up? It's Bobby with Gilk Sports Cards. Hope you're having a fantastic day. A little PSA reveal here today. We're doing it in the garage. I know it's not professional, but Ethan had a sleepover. There's a couple kids in the house being loud. He makes fun of me when I do this. He didn't want me to do my videos in front of his buddies, so I'm in my garage. Again, sorry for not being the most professional, but whatever. We're having fun. It's all good. I unpackaged everything. I organized it the way I wanted to organize it. But just being honest with you guys, this is an interesting submission in the sense that these cards really aren't all that valuable. I definitely made some mistakes in cards I sent out. A lot of them, if I get 10s, I'm probably barely above break even. That's okay. It's fun. There's a card at the end. It's a prospect card that if it gets a 10, it's probably a $200 to $250 card. That's the big one for me. This submission costs about $390. So if that gets a 10, I should be fine. Every single card I clean and I look over as closely as I can. If I don't believe it has a chance at a 10, I do not send any of the cards in. So it's hard to do, especially when you pull something really cool or you buy a card on eBay that you're in love with. But if I see any type of scratches, if it's not perfectly centered, I send it to ComC. I don't want 9s. So the goal is to get 10s. Obviously, that's the hope. And I believe every one of these had a shot at it. Obviously, I'm going to get some 9s. That happens. But anyway, let's get going. In the background, I'm a big prospect guy, as you probably know if you watch my videos. Christian Encarnacion Strand just got called up to the majors. He was top 2 or 3 in the minors in home runs. He's an absolute stud. I could see him being like Ellie-esque. He doesn't have the speed as Ellie. He's got a great arm in the outfield, and he has definitely more power than Ellie. And Tyler Soderstrom, he's a local guy here from Modesto. He just got called up from the A's. He's one of their top prospects. So I'm going to do another video about this stuff, but those cards are on sale right now on eBay, even though I believe those guys will be great because there's a bunch of hype about them. And sometimes I'm going to be wrong and they're going to be Ellie De La Cruz and go nuts, and I should have kept them. But for me, I've learned the hard way. I'm just going to sell those now and take the profits and then use those for some other cards that I want in my collection. So that's that story. Sorry to bore you. Let's get going. Speaking of cards that I probably should not have sent in, Ivan Herrera. He's a catcher prospect for the Cardinals. This was a silver foil pack rookie card of him. So as you probably know, Wilson Contreras, ex-Cub, is not playing well. And it would not surprise me. This is their #1 catching prospect. It would not surprise me if they bring him up to give a chance. So I thought I would send it in and maybe just keep it until he is called up. Let's see if we can start hot. That is not starting hot, ladies and gentlemen. Little 9. So that is a L. That is not selling for $16. I can promise you that. This is a little PC card, at least if I get a 10. I don't have any Christopher Morel rookie cards. He started off hot. He had like 8 home runs in his first 10 games when I sent this card in. He's cooled off a little bit, but still playing well. Really good kid. I think he's going to be a pretty solid player if he can cut his strikeouts down. Just a base Bowman, again, not a valuable card. I would just like to get a 10 in it and just keep it so I have him. That's 2 9s in a row. Not sure I'm in love with this grader just as of yet, that's for sure. Okay, how about my 3rd mistake in a row, potentially? Brett Beatty, this is that Spotlight from Bowman. These are sweet-looking cards. He had just been called up, I believe, when I sent this card in, so there was some hype about him, but he's just really not playing very well, so I think I need a PSA 10 here just to barely break even. All right, and that's what we got. So we got a 10 there. Okay, we're on the board. Chet Holmgren Monopoly. This is just a base. I've sent in 3 of these cards. This is my 4th. I got in 1 8 and 2 9. So can I get a Holmgren 10? We get 2 in a row? Let's go. Okay. He had a really good summer league. It's just a base. It's probably just going to sell that now. Scotty Barnes. Here's a Monopoly out of 500. Some type of gold shimmer, I think. It is a gold money shimmer. Not his rookie card, second year. Scotty Barnes, I've been buying a few of his cards for the cheap. Basketball is way down, as you guys probably know. And he's a guy, he's so cheap. And he was rookie of the year a couple years ago. Maybe he comes back and plays better this year. So, I'll spend $50 on him, send him into grading, see what happens. Hope he plays better. I can't do worse than breaking even on that. Let's see if I can get another 10. And we can. That's cool. Alrighty. Monopoly Gold Shimmer out of 500. I like it. Kenny Pickett coming up. It is just a base. It's a good time to start selling football cards. I put a ton of football cards on eBay in the last week. There's all the hype guys, including this guy. It's starting to happen. Everybody wants football cards. That huge national card shows coming up in Chicago. And so this is good timing to get a bunch of football cards, and I have a lot in here. So just Don Ross. It's not optic, I don't think. Nope, just Don Ross base. Whether I get a 9 or a 10 here, we're definitely just going to sell it. Looks like I got some better Pickets coming. And, ooh, we got a 6. Well, that's interesting. Little 6 bomb. Yeah, the corners look like jacked a little bit. Like I said in the beginning of my video, I am pretty tough. I feel like I'm pretty good about only sending in cards that are pretty well centered and don't have any issues. So before I get all crazy, every once in a while I get a 6, and I'm not perfect, and I crack it open and I go, oh, look at that crease. How did I miss that? So again, it's just a paper Don Ross. Not a big deal, but that's a tough one. We got a 6 there. Again, not a crazy card. I think Christian Watson probably want a little bit more than Romeo here, but just a pink refractor PSA, or excuse me, Don Ross optic. See if we can get back on some better grades here. Looked pretty good to me. Oh, Jesus. Another 6? Another 6. Oh, man, look, I mean, it's weird. It's weird, like, it's almost like the cards were dropped or something. Man, I don't know. I don't know, guys. That's strange. 2 6s in a row, though. Don't like that. Aiden Hutchinson. Same card, Don Ross optic. Let's, man. Oh, boy, guys, I'm seeing some stuff, too. Jesus, this... All right, let's just see what happens. 6. 6. 6. 6. Guys, I am not perfect. And thank God these aren't like crazy valuable cards. I'd be obviously really upset. I'm not happy. I am not perfect. I make mistakes. I don't send cards that are, unless they have a chance for a 10. That's, it's almost like in the middle of, like, these are all fair. I'm sure there's reasons why I got a couple 9s here. That happens. It's almost like these cards, when I got to football, like they're grading them. They're going through here and grading them 9, 9, 10, 10. And then somehow this pile here fell. Maybe hit the ground and ding some corners, right? Like, now I'm really scared. All right. 3 6s in a row. I don't know. I don't know. What can I do? Like, PSA gets thousands of submissions probably every single day. Like, it's not like they can go, like, look at a video to see if a grader dropped them or something, but I promise you guys I packaged these perfectly. Like, they are done the same every time. They're bubble wrapped, everything fully protected, sleeved. Like, it wasn't in shipping. I highly doubt. All right, so we'll figure that out. Let's just hope it's the 6 stuff stops. Bailey Zappi, same thing. Donruss Optic, pink. These were sent in the middle. This was a little more to the end because his last name's with a Z, but well, let's see. Okay, a 9. I guess I should be happy, right? From 6s to 9s. Okay. Skylar Thompson, just like Zappy. I think that Mac Jones, if he starts off cold, I think they're going to give it to Zappy. And unfortunately, Tua gets hurt, so I wanted a couple of his cards. I pulled this. It was a hollow. I figure I'd just send it in. Sorry for babbling on, guys, but I'm just scared that I'm going to get more 6s. 9. Hollows are tough to grade, so I don't know. Maybe we're okay now. Justin Jefferson. This is that Donruss Optic Diamond Hands. Funny enough, not to make fun of myself, but I actually thought this was a case hit. And I realized it wasn't, but I sent it in. That's okay. It's a cool insert. Obviously, he's a stud. So I'm sure it has some value if I get a good grade. And we did not. We got a 9 here. I don't want to go through like inspecting them, the cards with you. I mean, I do see something right there. It's almost like that fell on that corner. Right there is definitely not clean. So, I don't know. This is a really good looking card. I mean, it's not crazy valuable. Oh man, dude, I don't know. Christian Watson, color match. I got it in a Donruss Fat Pack. It's the Optic Preview, but look at that green. It's just a good looking card. And another 9. Okay. Well, this is not going as I hoped. Drake London, little Optic Pink. Again, we pulled this. He's one of the top wide receivers in this class. Can we get a good grade now, please? Nope. Another 9. Okay. Done. And then Garrett Wilson. This is my favorite receiver coming up this year. Aaron Rodgers now, the quarterback, obviously. And I like his attitude. He's cocky. He's going to get some attention. So let's see if we can get something going here. Nope. PSA 8. Okay. Man, this would be nice. So, Brock Purdy, light it up. It's just an insert, but it is a rookie card. Sounds like he's going to be healthy. Sorry that I'm just in a loss of words a little bit here, guys. Sorry to be like, again, like I said in the beginning, I mean, thank God that this was not a submission that I sent that are coming up in the next couple, like that I should have in the next 2 or 3 weeks, because these cards are not crazy valuable. If this were to happen in like one of these next submissions that come back, I'd almost be in tears because there's some pretty valuable cards to me. So, okay, Brock Purdy. We still got 7 or 8 cards. Let's let the past be the past. Let's see. Oh my goodness, guys, I haven't seen this in a long time. We got a 10. All right. Thank you. That shouldn't be too bad. Probably a card I would like to keep, but at this point, I'm getting so destroyed. And I think I need to just sell whatever I can that has any value here, just so I can make up for my losses. Daryl Hernaz. It's probably not pronounced correctly. He's a Oriole, except he was traded to the Oakland A's. He's their 3rd best prospect, and he's been playing great this year, so I figured for like $5 or $6 what this card costs, let's send it in. I want an auto of some of the best guys, and we got an 8. Okay, it just feels like, because I had my baseball, and then it went basketball, and those cards were fine. It's almost like in my football, which is the next part, like those cards, and then maybe to these autographs were dropped. Honestly, I feel like they were dropped. I know I'm gonna get some 9s, guys. I know that happens. None of us are perfect. I know I'm gonna get some 9s, but the amount of 6s and 8s that I've gotten, this is crazy. Thankfully that's not a valuable card. So just Yasir Mercedes, great, pretty good international prospect. He's been playing better lately. It's a refractor auto. Let's see what happens. Yep, okay, got a 9. I guess I need to be happy about it. 9 there. This was a steal I got on eBay. Cooper Kinney. If he's not top 100, I think he is. If he's not, he's borderline top 100. Was a rose gold, I think. Rose gold out of 15 Bowman Sterling on card auto. This cost me like $6 plus shipping, I think. This is pretty cool card. Actually, I'd rather have a 10 on this one than the next card, even though I like the next one. But all right, let's see. Another 9. Okay. Adiel Amador. He's one of my favorite prospects. He doesn't get a ton of attention. This is more of a PC guy. He's a little guy. I'm a little guy. He has tons of power. He's fast. Unfortunately, he's on the Rockies, so probably that team, God bless him, but you know, even if you become a stud, it's hard to get a whole lot of hype on it. But I just like the guy. Cards cost me $10-12. Just trying to get a little collection of PSA 10s. A little blue out of 150. Bowman's Best. And another 9. Okay, here we go. So that Brock Purdy was probably kind of an important card. Scotty Barnes, the 2 basketball. But these 2 are my biggest cards. They're baseball cards. They're prospects. And we sent baseball first, and then it went basketball. And all those grades seem to be fair. So I'm hoping that these were not dropped and that they're okay. Nerilian Cedeno. I pulled this out of a blaster. It's a first out of 50. He is not a stud, guys. Like, he's not one of their top 10 prospects. It's not a big deal, but it's a gold. Let's see what it's called. Gold Shimmer. Everyone loves gold. He is a prospect. Figure I get $50, $60, maybe $70 for it if this gets a 10. I'm definitely going to sell it. Doesn't have a whole lot of hype. Let's see. Okay. We did get the 10 there. Thank you. That's a nice one. And then here's the big one, boys. I'm feeling a little bit better now that that got a 10. Because, excuse the bump there. Because this card was right next to his. So hopefully it didn't get dropped. Again, same story. Lisandro Rodriguez. He is not a stud. Does not have a ton of hype. But this is a, what's it called? A rose gold first out of 10. So when I was looking up his cards, he had a 1 of 1 card that sold for about $750 to $800. So I figured an out of 10, if this somehow gets a PSA 10, I gotta think that's at least $200, right? $200 card, maybe a little bit more. So submission cost me just under $400. If I can get half of this on that card, maybe 50 or 60 with Cedeno and Brock Purdy, then you know what? We're break even and just call it a day. Just hope for the next one being a little bit better. So wish me luck, guys. I need this one to be a you know what. Oh, thank you. Okay. Whew. If that got a 9 or lower, this would have been pretty tough. So thank God somehow the cards up front seems were graded fairly or nothing happened. So baseball, I had put baseball, I had a couple basketball cards, and then I went football, and then I went my autographs. And I got destroyed in football and my autographs, almost as if right after baseball, those cards got dropped or something happened. Something happened, guys. I might have missed some things on the the autographs on Bowman are tough. Might have been a scratch there or something. I got some 9s there, but again, there was a couple 8s too, which is tough. But the football, I got absolutely destroyed. I don't know, what can I do? I would love your advice, guys. If you could please leave something in my comments, like, don't they have pictures of the cards? Hopefully, like, as soon as they received them, like, maybe I could prove to them that some of these 6s that have huge, like, white on the corners were not originally there when I sent them. I definitely got to try something. I'll let you know how that goes, but overall, thank you for this 10. We'll at least break even. It's going to be a lot of work selling all this stuff and figuring it all out. And I will keep you guys posted on my conversations with PSA. Hopefully they at least respond back. I mean, again, they grade a lot of cards. I'm sure they don't have cameras on everyone grading them. I'm sure they can't see the guy or gal dropping them if that's what happened. And you know what? Hey, maybe I just messed up. Maybe I just missed something. I can tell you that I sent these cards in safely. They are all sleeved up, protected, and bubble wrapped after that. The cards are definitely protected. And I felt like every single one of these cards had a chance at a 10. I would not send it in if there was not a chance. If there was a crease, if there was some damage on the corners, if there were scratches, I would not send them in. I'm not perfect. I'm sure I've missed a couple things before, but to get 3 6s and multiple 8s and get what, like 20-25% 10s, that just seems odd to me. But thank God this was not a high-end expensive submission of mine, so pray to the card gods for that. Thank you for this last 10. I hope you enjoyed it today. Not sure if you learned anything. Like I said, I'm sure you guys do the same thing as me. Just clean the cards up like I do, protect them, send them in, and just hope for the best. So that is it for today. If you haven't, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Please leave some comments on, what I should do. If I should just let it go, whatever. Again, no big deal. Just I got some submissions coming up in the next 2-3 weeks that if this happens to again, it's going to be a real big bummer because there's some valuable cards I got coming. So that's it. I'll have another update shortly on if PSA responds and see if I can find some pictures and prove that my cards were clean when I sent it to them. But besides that, thanks for watching. Have a great week, and I'll catch you on a video tomorrow. Peace, guys.